The Lego Spinosaurus big figure has finally arrived, and it's really refreshing to have a big figure that actually looks like Spinosaurus as opposed to a T-Rex with like an extra attachment on his back. And I actually really quite like this thing. You know, like I'm not a big fan of the whole set, but I think that this figure is pretty good. The skull is actually a little bit more accurate than the official movie design, like the Rebirth movie design. You know, the whole shape of it looks a lot more consistent with an actual Spinosaurus skull. It even has like this nice little red coloration down here, although it is lacking the crest, which probably makes, you know, that's probably to be expected because I don't think you'd see too much detail in a Lego big fig. But the mouth can open and close, which is pretty cool. You know, it's got these huge arms with 3 huge and powerful claws. It's got like these little structures on the elbow, which I think is kind of interesting. The rest of the body looks pretty good too. I really like the way that the sail looks. It has that classic yellow stripe coloration that I've seen on pretty much all of the other Rebirth Spinosaurus figures that I've gotten. Legs that are, you know, pretty long, longer than the actual Spinosaurus's legs. And the tail is pretty interesting. It kind of has the sort of Spinosaurus tail that you would expect. Like, I think it is a little bit different than other dinosaurs in like Lego Jurassic World form, but it's not nearly as pronounced as you would probably want it to be. You know, it should be a lot more wide and a lot more like a paddle than how it's portrayed right here. But it is still like reminiscent to that. You can kind of see how this side of the tail is a little bit longer and not nearly as rounded. Same can go for up here. It's just not as dramatic as you would probably want it to be. Still, pretty cool. But one thing I just noticed is that the nostrils are too low down. They're way too low down. They should be right up here. Why? This figure sucks. I'm just kidding. But yeah, no, I quite like it. You get some movement in the head. Not a lot, because it's Lego, but you do get some. But you know, I like it. I haven't gotten Legos like this in a while. Anything to remain consistent with the year of the Spinosaurus.